Have you ever wondered how the house feels after the children move out? Does it echo with silence, or does it breathe a sigh of relief? Picture this. The once lively halls filled with laughter and the occasional squabble are now shrouded in tranquility. The ticking of the clock, once drowned out by the hustle and bustle, now reverberates through the house, punctuating the stillness. The emptiness can be overwhelming, a stark contrast to the life the house once knew. And it's not just the house that feels this void. Parents too grapple with this new reality. Single parents grapple harder. That's my reality. The absence of children's voices, their messy rooms, their constant demands, it leaves a void. A void not just in the house, but within themselves. A sense of loneliness that's hard to shake off. But let's pause for a moment. This quiet can feel like a void, but perhaps it's also an opportunity to rediscover myself and build a new routine. Adjustment is a journey, not a destination, and it begins the moment the last suitcase exits the door. When the echoes of childish laughter and sibling squabbles fade, the reality of an empty house begins to set in. The initial period of adjustment can feel like navigating a labyrinth of emotions. The rooms, once bustling with activity, now lie silent, waiting for life to resume. The time that was once filled with school runs, football practices, and dance recitals suddenly stretches out, vast and unoccupied. This new chapter may seem daunting. The struggle to fill the time that was previously occupied by children can be a bit of a challenge. I often find myself wandering aimlessly around the house or cooking too much food, forgetting that the table is now set for one, not three. But amid this sea of change, there are small victories to be celebrated. Imagine enjoying a hot cup of tea without interruptions, the steam spiraling upwards in the quiet. Picture reading a book in complete silence, the words leaping off the page without the background chorus of children's chatter. These moments, once rare, become the new normal. Of course, there are challenges too. The sudden lack of noise and chaos can feel disconcerting. The silence can be deafening, the calm unsettling. I often find myself yearning for the familiar sounds, the constant buzz of energy, the reassuring rhythm of family life. Yet, like a ship adjusting its sails to the wind, I learn to adapt. I am discovering new hobbies, traveling, reconnecting with old friends, and finding joy in solitude. I am learning to appreciate the silence, to embrace the calm. I am enjoying cooking for one, to relish the discovery of new tastes and cuisines that awaken my palate at dinner. The journey of adjustment isn't always easy. It's a path that twists and turns, filled with moments of joy, waves of nostalgia, and occasional bouts of loneliness. But as days turn into weeks, the house starts to feel less empty. The silence becomes less deafening. It's not the house that's adjusting, it's me. Silence, they say, is golden, but it takes time to appreciate its value. When the last echoes of childhood laughter fade away, a new sound begins to emerge. It's the sound of silence, a sound that at first might seem deafening in its stillness. But as the days turn into weeks and weeks into months, you begin to embrace the silence and solitude. You start to find joy in the quiet moments, the unhurried hours. The house is no longer a bustling hub of activity, but a sanctuary of peace. You rediscover old hobbies that were shelved to make room for school projects and sports practices. You pick up that book you've meant to read, dust off the old guitar, or start that garden you've always dreamed of. For couples, you find time for each other again, rekindling the flame that might have dimmed in the chaos of parenting. In the silence, you start to hear your own thoughts, your own dreams, and you realize the house isn't empty, it's full of possibilities. An empty house is like a blank canvas. It's what you make of it. A house devoid of the clamor of children, the constant rush, and the perpetual mess doesn't remain empty for long. It starts to brim again, albeit differently. It fills up with friends who share a cup of tea and countless stories, hobbies that were once left on the back burner, new interests that bring an unexpected joy, or just the sound of laughter and tranquility that resonate in every corner. Parents, you see, they start to redefine their home and their lives. The children's bedroom might turn into a cozy reading nook, the backyard into a beautiful garden, the kitchen into a gourmet paradise. The house begins to echo with the sound of serenity, of rediscovery, of rejuvenation. So, is the house really empty after the children move out? No, it's just waiting to be filled with new memories, new laughter, and new life. Join me as I rediscover myself.